That man built that beautiful house and died of cancer. Here I am again, making another video. I'm so reluctant to do this. For 14 years I've been screaming at America about the mind of these shooters and these killers, telling them what to be on the lookout for, telling y'all what's about to happen, what's coming. It's July 9th, 2022. I'm just out driving on my way to a friend's house. I'm reluctant to make this video, America. Look how beautiful that sunrise is. I'm reluctant to make this video because, again, I don't think anybody's really going to pay attention to it. I've been screaming for 14 years that they're coming, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming. 4 years ago, I put a batch of videos that said they're not coming anymore, that they're here. They're here. And they're here, and they're here in numbers. And we can't quite wrap our head around it, or why they're able to do what they do, but I can. I understand. You know, it takes a psychopath to understand a psychopath. If you knew my history and what I did back in 2004 in the city of Atlanta, you'd understand that I have a certain degree of abnormalcy in my life, a certain degree of insanity in my life. I've been to the edge that these guys go to and stand on, and then finally make the leap and commit to insanity. Mine wasn't going into a school or a pizza joint or a parade and shooting up the population of people that were there. You have to understand that crowd murder and killing in masse, crowd killing in numbers, is a journey. I've been telling you this. It's a journey. My videos explain it in detail. It's a journey. It's a journey. These men get an idea for violence, and then they get a taste of violence, either through abuse or through something in their life. They get a taste for violence, and then they get a seed of violence planted into that soil of their mind, and they mature it and grow it, and they move it along. They say that nut in Huntington Park, he had been planning this for 4 months. I got news for y'all. He'd been planning this for 2 years. The last two things that shooters scratch out on their list of a million things to do, because it's a labor. Killing crowds is a labor-intensive thing. It's a many moving parts. It's a journey. It's a journey that involves many scenarios. Him finding that alley, that was not the first time he was in that alley. That was not the first time he went up that ladder. That was not the first time he sat at that perch. The last two things shooters scratch off on their list of things to do is the time and the location, the target. They pick a target, and then they scratch out the target and the time. He knew the parade would be there at a certain part because it was announced online. He went there and did his surveillance because that's what they do to get the numbers that they do. You think when shooters show up at those schools, that's the first time they've been there? They've been to those schools several times doing their surveillance. They've made that entrance several times without their guns, unarmed, looking for a sister, a brother. They had a name. They walked in. They found out what they were up against, what they weren't up against. They found out if there were officers there. They found out. Anyway, go to my videos. Go to my videos and look at my videos. I'm going to put some more on there, some more current ones, some more recent ones. I don't know what else to do. America, I don't know what else to do. You watch my videos. I know what I'm talking about with these guys. I know what I'm talking about as far as the mind of these predators, the mind that these guys are in. It's a journey. It's a journey that is time consuming. Might take a week, might take a month, might take a year, but it's a journey. They don't wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning, oil a bunch of AR-15s, strap 10 30-round clips to their chest, and say, I'm going to go shoot up the high school or go shoot up a parade. It's not like that. That's not how it happens. It's labor intensive. Every detail is analyzed. Every detail is put down and gone over a million times. They sever all ties, moral, relationship, friendship, love, family, God, humanity, everything is severed. When those missiles fly, and when those missiles fly the silo and they're committed a full-blown extreme act of violence, they're taking that language of violence and they're speaking to the world, because most of their lives, if not all of their lives, no one's ever listened to them. Well, they're listening to them now. When that AR-15 is spitting out 60 rounds a minute or more, the world is listening to them now. And there's a way to stop this. There's a way to cut this thing off. You're not going to like it, but it's the only way. And I'll teach you about that if this video will get out there and make any difference. It's already 6 minutes long. I think it's long enough. God help us. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm up against. If you look at my house is safe. My house is protected. I'm waiting for them to show up. Not so much at my house. I'm prepared for the ones. See, the ones that will show up at my house and kick my door. That's not crowd killers. That's not crowd murderers. That's a different breed altogether. These guys that are out there now, 300 mass shootings in just this year alone. All right, that's enough for now. Watch my videos. Go to YouTube, type in on the search, "Why Shooters Kill, a Lesson on Violence." Go to YouTube, type in the Atlanta ATM Bandits opinion on violence, and see if those videos will not teach you a little bit about what I'm talking about. And then get in touch with me. Give me some students to talk to. I want to try to talk some of these guys down off that cliff. That's enough for now. All right. I hope this is going to work for us. I really do. I know what we're up against, and I'll tell you what. If we don't do something soon, there won't be anybody on the streets of America. Nobody in the schools. No one in the hallways. No one going to the parade. No one. We'll all stay home when we're safe and sound, like the settlers on the plains of the 1800 plains, so that the Indians don't kill us. That's enough for now.